Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Um, I just wanted to come on here and, give you guys a little bit more inspiration and motivation for this good old Saturday. I know I haven't posted a video in about a week or so. It's just I had went on a small little vacation to, get my mind right and, now, hey, so but I just wanted to come out here first and foremost. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much, for the feedback that you guys give me for my videos or whatever. And the thing is, these are my true feelings and, for real experiences that I'm putting on here. So, I just want to let you guys know thank you so much because it means so much to me that, I'm able to, kind of tell my experience for those who's either already on the spiritual journey or some who may be trying to get into, being spiritual. But yeah, like it has truly been a journey. um I wanted to also say this because on the journey, of course I speak a lot about, letting go and things like that, during the healing process of your spiritual journey, which is the most important part and probably the hardest part. The rest of it will be the easiest, but the letting go part and releasing and revealing, those are the most important parts of the phase. Because when people say that, is no way that you can be affected by childhood trauma, still in your adult age, that's a lie. That's number one. I mean, maybe that's their experience. I don't know. I can't speak for them. But, from my personal experience, you know, like, a lot of things that probably have happened throughout my life is, a lot of it as a child, I still struggle with some of those things today. And it kind of, made me get qualities about myself that I noticed that I really didn't like. The things people would say or the things people would do, it kind of had me like very defensive and, created this wall and this shell around me to kind of protect myself from people so that way I can hurt them before they hurt me. And as I realized it, like, that was so unhealthy for me and the person who was receiving the wrath, what I'm saying, me not even knowing what their true intentions are, I just automatically assume, you know but again, that's all a part of the process. So I have kind of learned from that, and I'm correcting those mistakes throughout my life. And like I said, I've already asked for forgiveness, you know and I've already let it go. So it's already done. But I'm just, kind of telling you guys. But throughout the process, it's like a phase that you have to, kind of go through, a part of the healing. And it's like knowing what the problem or what the issue is. Like, you need to recognize it, like really know what the problem is, acknowledge, what your problem is, accept the problem for what it is, and then when you finally accept it for what it is, feel those emotions, because that's the hardest part. A lot of people don't like to do, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel the emotions from whatever it is that they're letting go at that very moment. And you will have to do this process for everything that you're letting go in your life, which it would be a daily process. But you will be amazed of the, feeling that you have once you have, truly let it go. So like I said, first you acknowledge the problem, then you accept the problem, feel the emotions from the problem, and then you release it, you let it go. For me, when I acknowledge what the problem is, don't avoid it. Don't avoid whatever you're trying to work through at that moment. You need to feel it. You need to remember how that situation make you feel or made you felt. But this is another thing too. I write down. So the part of the feeling the emotions, that's where the journals come in at. Because you'll be writing these things down. See, I'm a writer. And for a lot of reasons, I write my feelings down and how I was feeling at those moments and what it made me feel like, and I write them because I go back and I read them, and it just reminds me of the growth. You know what I'm saying? So I love this part of the healing, that I have done. And I do a lot of writing. I got a gratitude journal for God, because I thank him every day. Even though I thank him out loud, I still write it down. Because crazy as it may sound, people tend to, I'm sorry, y'all, this nose ring is just irking me. But anyway, people tend to thank God only for the material things, right? People do it a lot. They're like, thank God for this house. Thank God for my car, and which is all good, which is all good. But then I had to kind of switch my mind frame on how I thank him, like I thank him, for my voice, being able to speak to you guys. I thank him for my breath. I thank him for my health. I thank him for my life. I thank him for using me. Those are the type of things that I kind of put into my gratitude journal when I write to him. And in my gratitude journal, I only write to him in that journal. I don't write about anything else. I just write about the things that I'm thankful for, the things that I'm grateful for, the opportunities that I'm blessed to have. Those are the only things that I write in the gratitude journal for him. And then I have a journal for myself, which is also, I call it a gratitude journal for me, because I'm thanking me for being such a wonderful person. I'm thanking me for growing. I'm thanking me for willing to let go of whatever hurt, pain, anger or fear that I used to have. I have let it go. I have wrote these things. And in my journal, it's very interesting because I thank myself. I thank myself for doing such amazing work, for putting the work in to, change for the better for a lot of reasons, not only just for me, but, for me is the most important part, but also for the people that are around me, so it's been truly a blessing, to write these things down. And I even do like little exercises in my journal, it was one particular exercise that I did the other day, and it just kind of came to me, and I think you guys should try it as well. In my journal, I put, the first line I put, I am no longer, and then you fill in the blank. And then you write for the second one, you put, because basically, let me stop right there. 2022, and as crazy as it may be, people don't know boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So this part of the journal that I wrote on this particular day, it was about me setting boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And also accepting other people's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect other people's space just like you want them to respect your space. And that's part of that's gonna be a part of the journey that's going to be really hard, especially for the people that's always in other people's business. Like, you don't even be trying to be in their business, you just in their business, So that's going to be a real hard part for the people who do that. But anyway, like I said, on the very first line, I put, I am no longer, and then I will put whatever that I'm no longer accepting in my life. And then on the second line, I put, I am only allowing, because I will put on that line only what I'm allowing into my life. So I'm removing this thing, but I'm replacing it with this. So I am no longer going to be, even though this probably ain't one of them that I wrote in my book, because I wrote a whole page of them, but I want y'all to do this. And I did a whole page of it. Keep writing. Don't think about what you write. Just only write what you're feeling at that moment. Because that'll be your true feeling, your true expressions on how you really, really feel. When you writing, that's another thing that I noticed too. If I think about what I'm writing, I don't care what my handwriting look like. If I think about what I'm writing, I keep having a block. Like, I got to sit there and think of the next thing and think of the next thing. But if I only focus on the feeling and the emotion on what I'm writing about, that ain't gonna get to moving so fast, and it just, next thing I know, I got a whole page. Because I'm really in a place where I'm really letting go, letting go of what has been. I have already accepted it. I have already talked to God about it. I have asked him already to remove and cleanse me from whatever it is. It is no longer a part of me anymore. So that's why I'm able to kind of, speak about it. It doesn't matter what happened. It did, but I have accepted it and I have moved on from it. That's what a lot of people in this, spiritual journey will learn. Like, it's really letting go, right? Really, you got to really let go and release, and you got to be able to move forward. Don't let it control your life. Don't let fear control your life. Anger, hurt, pain. It's people who live day to day. People that I have seen personally live day to day carrying around 30 and 40 and 50 years of childhood hurt, of, fear, of anger, of, all this stuff that people have done to them throughout their lives, and they've been holding it on for so long. And it just makes them such a cold-hearted people, and not even trying to be. It's just they are on the defense, because they have just been agonized throughout their childhood, and they're carrying around in adulthood. And then, they go to have kids and pass it on to their kids, and it just be a generational curse to the family. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to kind of like put that energy off on other people around you, and you might even start giving off an energy that people don't even want to be around you anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. That's not good at all. So in this phase of mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a phase. That this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Only reason I say phase, because it is different phases to the spiritual journey. Now, for me only to have been heavily on it, really in tune with it for the last couple of months, I have come a very long way. Like, a very long way. You know what I'm saying? And I read, I write a lot. I really express how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? And I'm learning to accept how people feel about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say I didn't accept it at first or whatever, but I've always been kind of a person who want people to really accept me for who accept me. So I would go out my way to be a person to be accepted, when really I'm going out my way to really be somebody that I'm not. Like, if you don't like me for who I am, then I'm not the person for you. And that's just that, so don't hold on, to things that no longer really consume you. Like, if you're really trying to get in touch with who you are and tap into your spiritual journey, don't be afraid of those emotions that has caused you so much pain. You need to let them out. And I mean, whether that's writing, crying, whatever, let it out, or go to therapy. However you want to do it, it's your choice to be made, not nobody else's. So know how to acknowledge the problem, even if you are the problem. Nah, don't get that part twisted. And don't play victim either. Accept your wrongdoing. When you know you did something wrong, accept it. And move on. You have to really dig deep within, to really, be truly in a place of peace and a place of happiness. I don't people really, I don't like the fact that people really kind of misunderstand, the spiritual journey. Their mind automatically goes to the worst for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But that's another reason why I'm putting these videos out there. This is my true feeling, but it also give those people clarity who really don't know, what being spiritual is. So, I'm glad that I'm doing these videos. It probably answer a lot of questions, for these people who don't know. But I can say it is the most fulfilling thing of my life. It's now when I get to a place when I'm, when I pray and when I meditate, and I try to do that every day. I just thank him for, the smallest things. I thank him, like I said, for my voice, for me to be able to come on here and speak, for me to get on here and put out this good energy. This takes work. But no, seriously, it really does take work. To get here in this space, in my space where I am, I don't like to get on here and just be rambling. You know what I'm saying? I like to really have something to talk about that people can really feel. Because I'm not doing this for no likes or no views. I'm doing this because people really need to hear this, So I say, challenge yourself for the month of May. Even though May is not, it ain't too far away, but it'll give you some time to really prepare. Challenge yourself for the entire month of May to journal. But only journal about your true feelings. I don't care what it is. For the most easiest thing, what I have done, I start working with the most recent things. When you start working on the most recent things, you will notice a pattern of things that have happened in your life. It just keep repeating itself. It's just the people are different. And as you go through, you writing these emotions, right? You notice that you let different people do the same things to you over and over again because you was looking for something that wasn't even supposed to be there. It gets deep. So start with the most recent things in your life. And when you start doing these, you're going to start feeling better, and you're going to get addicted to the feeling of letting go. And the thing is, it's going to come for everything. People, situation, job, careers. You'll start having so much more understanding and clarity about how you feel and what you want. You will start setting boundaries for yourself. Stop letting people cross boundaries, And I did it for a long time. And I know I probably crossed quite a few boundaries myself. So guess what that is? That's on my list to apologize to the people if I may have intruded in their lives or, overstepped my boundaries as a friend, as a cousin, whatever. But I want them to understand that I probably was only coming from the most genuine place, But I had to learn that and accept that, because at the end of the day, I can't run their lives for them and they can't run my life. So be mindful of your friends. Be mindful of your people that are around you who come to you, for advice and things like that. Be thankful, be proud of those moments when they feel comfortable to come and talk to you, because they don't want you to be intruding in their life. They just be needing to vent sometimes. Sometimes it ain't meant for your advice. And I had to learn that. Sometimes they just be wanting you to be a listening ear, and sometimes that's what you have to do. So I want you guys to, work on journaling for yourself. Let go of those emotions. Don't be afraid to release how you really feeling. They ain't meaning going around just cussing everybody out now. And no, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying really work through your emotions on how you are feeling, how you really feel. And start reading more. Educate yourself more on, what you're trying to feel. Because I was one who didn't really like to read. But since I've been on this journey, I've been reading this really amazing book, which I'm going to have to show it to y'all. So, hold on one second. Let me get the book. I'm back. Okay, so this book that I've been reading, it is called The Power of Positive Energy. This is an absolute must read for sure. Like, I wasn't a reader until I started reading this book. For anybody that is on the spiritual journey, this is the book for you. Like, especially for those beginners, intermediate people like myself, this will really, really, really give you the clarity and the answers that you need. It will answer all questions. You will get so addicted to the book that you got to go to the next chapter. And it's not that long. I haven't even been reading it that long, and it's 11 chapters, and I'm already on chapter 9. Really, it's chapter 10, because last night I stopped on the chapter wrap up, because after every chapter, they give you a wrap up, kind of recapping, you know, what happened throughout the chapter, because some of the chapters is kind of long, but it's well worth it. But this is a book that has really been helping me. And it got so many different exercises and breathing ideas in there. And it also has like meditation practices or exercises in here. So it's really, really good. So for those people who are getting into the spiritual life or spiritual journey, this is an amazing book right here. But start reading more, educating yourself more, learn more on who you are. You know what I'm saying? Start spending a lot of alone time with yourself. Like, it is amazing to, you know, just be by yourself. You can learn a lot just by being around yourself, and, you know, just you and God and silence. Like, you can learn a lot about you. You are an amazing person. Like, you're a wonderful person. You just got to get to know them. You know, that person never really had a chance to be who they were set to be, because people, before you can even know who you really are, had already kind of told you who they wanted you to be. Really, that's what they did. They kind of told you who they wanted you to be. So you never really had a chance to be you. And that's just, I'm 32 years old. I'm out here figuring out who I am. So it's nothing wrong with it. People do it all the time. You know. So start being you, start loving you, acknowledge what the problem is, accept the things that you cannot change about it, feel those emotions and release it, let it go. It's no longer a part of you, okay? So I want you guys to have the most amazing day. Again, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, for your comments, for your support. I really do appreciate it. Please feel free to comment, you know, under the videos. Give me your feedback, inbox me, you know, because that's important for me. You know, I love to know, or actually inbox me suggestions, you know, what questions that you may have for me, or, you know, what's the question of yours that you may be experiencing through your journey. I'll be more than glad to answer the questions, like, you know, through video, or if you don't necessarily want me to do it as a video, because I'm pretty sure if you have the question, other people might have the same question. But I'll be more than glad to, you know, just even inbox you, you know, or talk to you personally. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so, you know, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, for the shares, for the comments, for the inspirational messages that I have been receiving, for the input. People like, you need to start doing TikToks. I am. Okay, I'm gonna start doing TikToks. But make sure y'all follow me on YouTube at Jennifer Harnett. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys again so much for being such amazing people. So I hope you guys enjoy the remaining of your Saturday. May your day be filled with so much love, joy, abundance, prosperity. Don't forget to thank him for the smaller things, because those are the things that we seem to forget. Okay? So I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an amazing day.